Good morning, happy Wednesday. Today is my day with the kids, so we're starting off with going to the park, and then this afternoon I have a few appointments, which are, why do I always talk too fast? It's because I'm on my second coffee. I have 2 appointments, which I'm going to take you along with, because they're good ones. They're good. All right, who's ready for the park? Favorite activity? Okay, we've just got home and I'm gonna prep some food. I'm gonna roast some tomato, garlic, onion and make tomato soup. And then I'm also gonna do like a veggie based with mince as well, bolognese for dinner tonight. Huh, Bubs? Okay, that's going in the oven. Now I'm going to prep all the veggies for the bolognese. I try to use the lean beef mince from the Macro brand as much as I can if I can get it. Hey, I forgot to add purple onion in, so I've just added that in. Stay up. I really need a bigger pan, but I'm just gonna have to make this work today. Ugh. Okay, I changed to a bigger pot. Time to add the sauce. Now, because it's a double batch, I'm using 2 sauces. I love these Macro bolognese chunky pasta sauce. I have some really bad news, but I put a little bit of sugar in. Send me to jail. I usually use brown sugar, but I'm out. Oh, no, not the other sprinkles. Taste test, I think. Perfect. All right, let's pull her down a bit. Batch 1, which we'll have tonight or tomorrow, and oops, did that just burn? Batch 2. Oven roasting is done. Please don't. Oh no! I knew that was gonna happen. All right. Oh, that smells so good. just arrived at my first appointment for the afternoon. I'm excited and, oh, sorry, I'm wobbling, you guys. I'm excited and a little bit nervous. So, backstory. Blah, 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 blah. Let's rewind to when I was basically becoming a teenager. Actually, let's rewind to when I was born. I have always had I feel like this camera is like got some sort of beauty effect because what I'm saying isn't really matching up. But I have always had very dark, hollow under eyes. Someone has actually said to me that people with rosacea have that a lot. So I don't know if it's related to rosacea or a completely separate thing, but it's something I just don't love because I often get people saying to me I look really tired, and fair, I kind of do. I always find like the number one product I'm going to when I do my makeup is concealer. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory of what sparked this interest. And I've seen a few skin people over the years. Like this has been like a 3-year process, and every time they just say filler, 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 filler. And for me personally, don't want that. And when I started seeing my skin lady Carly, she completely respected that. She listened to me. She knew that I didn't want to go down that avenue, and she suggested, I don't even know what it is, I'm not going to lie, but it's something that like restores collagen and it's not filler. I trust her with my life. I'll get her to like talk through everything and exactly what it is because I'm definitely butchering this. I feel like she really listens to you. She's not about the quick money, and I think that's the number one piece of advice if you ever want to do anything to your skin, to your face, to your body. Just find someone who is not interested in quick money. They genuinely care about getting you the results that you want, and whilst aligning your own views and values. She really does not care about anything other than her clients feeling amazing about themselves. So that is why I literally come and see her all the time. She has helped me with my rosacea. I'm going to get another laser. I feel like on this little camera that I can see, the rosacea doesn't even look that bad, but it is a little smidge flared at the moment. Yeah, they do all sorts of skin treatments here, facials, all the bits and bobs. This is the beautiful Carly, and she's going to explain what it is I'm actually getting done.
So Charlie's concern under her eyes is that she's got a bit of darkness. So what we need to do is stimulate collagen, as well as put a little bit of hyaluronic acid in there to hydrate under the eyes. So collagen stimulation, she'll see a result in about 3 to 6 months. The hyaluronic acid will give her an improvement instantly, and she'll feel a little bit brighter under the eyes.
Okay guys, I am looking a bit banged up because of what we just got done. But I already feel so much more, like obviously I need to wait for the proper results, but I already feel so much more less dark under my eyes. Obviously I've got a little bit of bruising, but yeah, honestly, so happy already. Now I've just pulled up at a dentist appointment. I'm getting my just 6 monthly checkup, but I'm also getting a consult for bonding. I have noticed my teeth, they seem really tiny. I've always had tiny teeth, but I've been grinding pretty bad. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but, well, I can tell because I got braces and they were like perfect. And then my retainer broke when I lived in France, and I tried so hard to get a new retainer, but it was so hard booking things with the language barrier and whatnot. So I didn't have a retainer the whole time I was over there, and my teeth shifted so much. As soon as I got back, I went and got a new retainer, but they had already moved. And the cost to get Invisalign to fix something so small is just redonkulous. So I'm just going to get some bonding to fix up those little gaps and just like refill the teeth. And I'm not going to film in the dentist because I think that's a bit annoying and I don't want to be that person. That's the other thing that I'm going to ask them in the consult for, is to get a back top wire, because I have a wire on the bottom, so the bottom don't move an inch, not an absolute inch, top are just like having a party, moving around all times because I don't know why. I never got a wire on that. So let's go. It is 5:07 a.m. I just woke up to train. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. to exercise in our like little home gym garage, and honestly, it's been hard. I've been pre-making my coffees the night before so that I can have a coffee for energy without waking anyone up. Every morning when my alarm goes off and I don't want to wake up, all I think is anyone can have motivation, but it's when that 5 a.m. alarm goes off that disciplined people prevail. Happy Saturday. I've just put the kids to bed. Josh was away this weekend and I have not filmed anything since yesterday when we were working, just because I really, like weekends like this when Josh is away, he's not away often, ever anymore, but it really makes me think about single parents and how the fuck they do it. Honestly, you just have not a single second to yourself, not one single second to yourself. Anyhow, today I was thinking about the fact that when Bambi was Rome's age, I used to solo parent all the time. Josh and I were always like with his footy, sometimes it was 6 weeks at a time that I had her on my own. And even when Rome was born, he went over and played for Wales. I think he was gone for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I had Rome as a newborn and Bambi, she would have been 3. And Josh just away for 2 nights has been like chaos when I used to do 3 weeks. Oh, honestly, I just need to decompress a little. Anyhow, I just got this delivery and it's got perishables in it, which I love, e.g. edibles. I absolutely love when PR packages have food. And this one's from Luna Bronze. It's a self-tanning milk, which I I love like gradual tanning moisturizers, because like you can put them on as a moisturizer and not have that like fake tan, sleeping in that fake tan vibe. Anyhow, they also came with a blending brush. I assume that's to blend the tan, or maybe for your like contouring or something. Yeah, so for your elbows, knees, all the bits. Love that. And then there's two other things. It came with an iced coffee Frank Green, which is just so perfect because Josh and I take an iced coffee to work every single day, and we're kind of a little bit stretched with the right cups to take. So this was perfect. Oops. And it's also not that plastic straw, which everyone's saying is dangerous. This will be me. Love that. I'm trying to be quiet as well because I've just put the kids down. And then this is what it came with, edible. It's like a cookie, sweet Swiss cookie. Bammy and I may have already eaten one, but I felt like that was a great package. So thank you so much, Luna Bronze. I've got Japanese food on the way. So I'm gonna do a Q&A. Put a question box on my story the other day. Let's do it. Mukbang time. Is that crooked? Don't be crooked. There's nothing funnier than getting given 2 sets of utensils because you've ordered so much food that they think there's 2 of you. I've ordered Japanese. I did a poll of what I should order on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, what the bloody hell are you doing? I've ordered a lot purely for the purpose of the video because I feel like mukbang style things are just like good when you've got heaps of stuff. Okay, so this is what we've got. Edamame, whoops. Katsu sushi, miso, which I keep spilling, crab croquettes. I really hope I'm not butchering any of this. And then katsu rice paper rolls. Now I'm intending that some of this is going to be my lunch tomorrow because surely I'm not going to eat all of this, but we shall see. And then I've just got like a little herbal tea to go with it. So let's pull up said question box. Okay, question number 1 is, how do you manage your business with your personal and family time? Honestly, that is a work in progress. I feel that I'm really like navigating this year of ways to balance it all. I think for me, the biggest thing that Josh and I do is we really do shut off at 6 o'clock every night. I charge my phone in the bathroom, so I don't have any distraction. So my phone goes in the bathroom at 6 p.m. every night. And on the weekends, we really like remind each other if we're talking about work too much, we'll be like, okay, let's just enjoy the weekend. So I feel like we're just navigating that. Workout and eating routine. Honestly, tackling that like this question whilst I have all of this in front of me. I do a lot of like a day in my life of what I eat on TikTok. So I probably do that once every week or 2. And I feel like I show my eating a lot there. In terms of workout routine, we've just made a home gym and I've cancelled my gym membership because I was just not going. I was not going because it was too inconvenient. So now I train in the morning before everyone wakes up in our garage, and I'm finding I'm doing that consistently at least 3 times a week. Is Alex still working for you? I feel like I get this a lot. And people think there's like some sort of like tea or something, but she is just prioritizing her own business. She does her own like content for brands. Her business is Disclosed Media, if you want to check her out. And like that's her priority. And we're looking to build a team for people who want to work with us full time and grow with the business. So our kind of end goals weren't aligned. She'll very likely still be around here and there for like bigger shoots or campaigns because I love working with her, and she's super amazing and creative and really has like the same aesthetic eye as me. But we just have to think about long term. We're trying to build a team that grows with us, and her priority is to grow her brand. Best tips for moving houses, like packing and unpacking. I'm wondering if this person has asked because we have moved 5 times in 5 years. We pretty much move every 12 months. Honestly, my tips would be, before you move, my number 1 tip is to do a big declutter, so you're not moving anything that's like not worth it, and like be cutthroat with what you cull. Don't hold onto anything that's really, really not worth it, because you're just going to be spending money to get removalists to move more excess stuff. Looking into your future, do you have any other plans? Do you have any plans of moving? Honestly, we absolutely love where we live right now. Love it. Like, I could see us here forever, but I also know what Josh and I are like, and we're always on the go, and we're always just quite spontaneous with things. And I also feel like, since living overseas, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we lived overseas at some point in the next 10 years for like a year or something, just so the kids can have another experience like that when they're a bit older. So yeah, honestly, who knows with us. You look so disciplined. How do you do it with 2 kids? I have 1 and it's so difficult. Okay, I was thinking about this today. I saw another mum post like at the gym this morning at like 9 a.m. and I thought to myself, she's got 2 kids the exact same age as my kids. And I thought to myself, like, oh, I know her kids aren't napping at that time of the morning. And I thought, how is she at the gym? Like, and then I realized people would see when I post things exercising or doing things, like, how has she got the time for that? She's got 2 kids. So I really feel like it's so hard to compare on social media, because let me tell you, the things I post of me training, there's 5 days where I haven't trained and I'm feeling crappy. So I'm really trying to share more real time things, but I'm also mindful of not like coming on here being like, I hate being a mum, because that's not the case. So I feel like I need to share more about how it's challenging as much as it is rewarding. But in terms of the discipline, honestly, I don't really know how to like encourage someone to get discipline, because you really have to find it within yourself. And I've been like this over the years, and I feel like I'm coming back to being disciplined, like only just in the last little bit. And I feel like after having kids, it takes a while. It really does, because you have to have your routine. And yeah, I'm going to think on that, and I'm going to come back with another separate video on motivation and discipline and stuff, because I feel like I haven't given you enough on that. How young motherhood impacted you? Great question. Honestly, I feel that motherhood impacted me in a really great way, in the sense that it made me mature quickly, and it made me become the person I want to be sooner. Looking back pre-kids, when I was in, I got pregnant at 21. So when I was 20, like, I just felt like I was a bit of a sheep, in the sense that I didn't like stand 10 toes on what I truly believe. Like, I didn't even know what I believed, who I was. And I feel that having kids makes you come into yourself. It makes you, I don't know, it just really like propelled me to who I am quicker, and like fast tracked it. Don't get me wrong, like there's been so many challenges, but one thing is, people always ask me if I feel like I missed out on things, and I can't remember ever having. My friend actually asked me this the other day, saying like, do you get like FOMO when us girls all go out? And I don't, but I think that's because like I can go out a couple times a year regardless if I had kids or not, and I'd be fine. So I do think it depends on the person. when I truly think about how motherhood has impacted me, I find more positives than negatives. Did you sleep train your kids? What is their routine? I am big on sleep training. I've never let my kids sit in a room by themselves screaming and crying for hours, but I will leave them, let them cry it out for 30 seconds, go back in and reassure. Leave them, go back and reassure. And let me tell you, they understand it very quickly. Kids go to bed at 6 p.m. and they wake up at about 6 a.m. People think that is diabolical, and I really don't care. I am getting good sleep. I have kids that are happy, they don't fight bedtime, they thrive on the routine. So it really doesn't bother me that people think it's really early. I know it is early, but they're not going to be 18 going to bed at 6 p.m. So it's just for this season, so it doesn't matter. Making friends in your 20s. I feel like I am the worst person to answer this because I don't really make friends. Like, I'm trying to think, is there anyone who, a few people have come into my life, but like my best friend, I went to school with her. My girlfriend group, I went to school with them. Like, I haven't really made any new, I guess I have. I have, and when we lived in France, I made heaps of new friends. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I have. I think the number one thing that comes to mind when I read that question is when you're making new relationships and, you know, getting to know people, just be yourself from the get-go. Don't morph to how you think they are. For example, I have friends with different values, and maybe in my early 20s, I would have been like, oh yeah, I agree. Whereas now, 26 years old, I will be like, oh yeah, I have a different opinion to that. Like, oh no, I think I've woken up a child. Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I'm waking up the kids with my talking. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll do another separate Q&A, just Q&A, straight Q&A video, so I can answer these a bit better.